What's up, guys? It's me, Girl Cat Corelli, and this is episode 316 of my Cat Vibe series. Today I'm continuing the series of paintings dedicated to Nice, France. These are the smaller paintings, apparently. But before we move any further, I want to urge you to subscribe and enable all notifications for my channel. If you are my subscriber already, please hit that bell notification and enable all of them. It will help this channel a lot. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And of course, as usual, I want to encourage you to check the link in the description, which leads to my Etsy store. Check out my current paintings, which are already made available. They're up and ready to go. And more are coming. So, with this out of the way, I'm back to my smaller sized Nice paintings. And I think that most likely I will continue this series of small paintings dedicated to Nice a little later when I have panels which kind of approximate this same size. But quite frankly, like I probably already said, I did have a certain amount of weird-sized, irregular-sized panels, wood panels, which weren't necessarily art panels at all. They were just kind of, shelf board, I guess, laying around the house and in the shed. And I basically repurposed them for my artistic needs. These are wood boards that were here for years. Before my husband moved into this house belonged to his father, and his father did a little bit of woodworking back in the day, way back in the day. So there is some material laying around, and I'm actively repurposing all of it. Everything that I can find, I am repurposing that for my needs. For example, this easel that I have right there, that's a handmade easel that I built myself because I just needed, an easel. And so I just grabbed a few boards and made it. So these panels, they weren't really designed. It's probably shelf board or something like this. It's not necessarily, wood for artistic wood panels, for canvas panels. They're like a 1/4 inch thick, so they're pretty thick. I'll frame them anyways. I'll find a way. I'll make it happen. But nowadays, I just gessoed and readied 13 new panels, and they're all thin. And I cut them out of thinner material, and they're a lot more lightweight. But the point is that initially I started painting these little smaller canvas panels just because I had these irregular pieces of wood laying around, and I was like, okay, well, I can use it for my needs, whatever. But then, once I ran out of that supply, I latched on to a certain ratio, canvases that I made a certain ratio, and I started a different series dedicated to Nice, but I called it Bigger Nice. And I have like 7 canvases ready to go, ready to paint, gessoed and gessoed already. And I think I will double down on that series. These are larger paintings. But looking forward, I think if I want to paint something about Nice again, but smaller format, that kind of thing, roughly this size, I think I'll just cut panels, to this ratio, something either, horizontal, more kind of protruded, more stretched, or vertical, because there's something to this format that I really like. It's not 2:1, really, the ratio. I think it's probably like 7:3, or no, not 7:3. Wait a second. No, it's like 5:3 maybe. It's approaching 2:1, but not exactly. It's an interesting format. I kind of like it. The downside is just that these panels weigh too much, and they're a little warped, a little bit warped. That's okay. for now, but looking forward, I want to avoid that. So anyhow, this is a morning in NIS, somewhere in NIS again. And what I was mostly focusing on here is the sunrise, the blazing sun, and the shadows, the bluish shadows, and the morning light, and all that kind of thing. So this painting eventually will be made available in my Etsy store. I'm posting daily nowadays on my social media, on all of them. I have a new video coming out every 3 days, and in between, I post artworks from Etsy, something that I'm constantly uploading. I'm uploading and then I'm sharing it. So this little painting is going to show up eventually too. Can't tell you when exactly, but it's coming. I think it will be made available most likely this year, December, something like that. It will show up. I love to frame it though, because just this panel without any hardware attached is kind of like, how the heck are you supposed to hang it even? So I'll have to frame it and think through those things. But anyhow, thank you very much for being with me. Appreciate your comments. Appreciate your likes. Appreciate your views. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for your support, and you will hear me next time. Ciao.